All right, hello, welcome to Heal and Ascend Tarot. So I hope everyone is doing well. Today is going to be a Twin Flames reading. So I've had quite a few of you email me, and you really liked the Twin Flame reading I did recently. You're asking if I could do them more frequently. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of interchange the general love readings with the Twin Flame readings. Now keep in mind the general love readings could also be a Twin Flame reading. Like they could be any reading. They're just pulling on two people. But, you know, I like to do the readings that you guys want to see, so we're going to do a Twin Flames reading. So we'll start off with the Divine Masculine. If you guys want to book something personal with me, all of my information is down below in the description box, as well as access to guided meditations, online courses. So the online courses, I have a self-love course as well as a Twin Flame course. If you're interested in the Twin Flame course, I'm currently offering $10 off with the promo code Divine Feminine. Keep in mind, if you're going to get the Twin Flame course, it is specifically designed for the Divine Feminine, okay? All right, but most of you are Divine Feminines anyways. Okay, so Spirit, what is going on with the Divine Masculine at this time? What's going on with the Divine Masculine at this time? Okay, so they're stuck right now. Your Divine Masculine is stuck. They could be stuck in a different situation. Maybe there's just something preventing them from any forward movement towards the connection right now. They're feeling stuck. Let's clarify this. Why do we have stuck here for the Divine Masculine? Okay, so this is something that you guys are actually both mirroring. So this mirroring card would indicate that they're stuck because in some way you are stuck. Okay, so for those of you who are kind of more new to the Twin Flame journey, the concept of the Twin Flame is essentially a splitting of the soul. So you and this person mirror each other always. So when you're in alignment with yourself, your twin is also in alignment with you because they're essentially your reverse mirror. Okay, so they're going to show you what you're doing to yourself. In terms of your alignment with your soul or not, okay? So that's really what it's about. It's really about the soul. It has nothing to do with like the physical world things. Okay, so let's take a look. What's going on with the Divine Feminine at this time? Yeah, so that would make sense, right? Because we have the Divine Masculine stuck and we have the Divine Feminine who's at a crossroads right now. So this Crossroads card to me also feels like stuck energy. We also have third party and action. So some of you Divine Feminines, now this might not be for everyone. I'm going to put out two scenarios here. Especially with the Crossroads. So with the Crossroads and the third party, this kind of reminds me of when I pull the Two of Swords and the Three of Cups, because that combination always to me is a third party. Sometimes the Three of Cups alone doesn't represent that, but when I see that any two, like a Two of Pentacles or a Two of Swords with any type of three, like usually the Three of Cups or the Three of Pentacles, usually, I mean always, I see that as a third party. So for some of you guys, you Divine Feminines, now take it if it resonates, this is general, are dealing with someone else. Okay, so you are thinking about your Divine Masculine, but there's also someone else that you're dealing with. This could be someone that you're talking to, someone you're in a relationship with, or someone you're maybe married to. And you're kind of at a crossroads. You know, do I take action towards my Divine Masculine, or do I stay in this third party situation? Now, for those of you who are not with someone else, you could be dealing with a masculine who's in a third party situation and you're at a crossroads because you don't know if you should take action towards them if they're dealing with someone else, okay? So this makes sense why we have this sort of stuck energy as the first card out. But let's take a look at the connecting energy between the two of you. What's the connecting energy between the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine at this time? Just one, please, Spirit. What's the connecting energy? Thank you. Yeah, so we have surrender. So I definitely feel like there is this need to kind of let go. Maybe this is what you guys are both doing. Maybe neither of you are really initiating anything or making any heavy moves right now. You're just kind of letting go and sort of seeing where the situation ends up, okay? Which is positive. I feel like a lot of times with these, yeah, because we do have mute at the bottom of the deck, so it's possible that you guys are not talking or there's limited communication. But I see here that this is probably necessary. I was going to say, especially with these spiritual connections, the more you try to control them, the less they work, okay? Because control is all about ego. And if you're dealing with a true soul connection, you cannot control a soul connection, okay? So let's take a look here and see. What is the Divine Masculine's current energy towards the Feminine? What is the Divine Masculine's current energy towards the Feminine? If this does resonate with you guys, definitely comment down below. It's super helpful. Or like the video, okay? so I have an understanding of what's working for you. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Yeah, I was just talking about that 2 energy. Let's see. Wow. Some of the masculines right now are battling their addictions. Okay, they're overwhelmed with the Two of Pentacles. So their energy towards you, well, first of all, they're not feeling good enough for you. I don't know how many times this comes out. This is such a common theme I find within these connections. But the Nine of Cups reverse is always my card of not feeling good enough. Now, this can also represent someone who is overindulging in things because they're trying to avoid themselves. So like it could be someone who's drinking a lot so they don't have to feel, could be like doing drugs, could be eating excessively, whatever it is. I feel like the Divine Masculines are almost trying to not have you on their mind right now because you're on their mind so much, so they're distracting themselves with other things that are probably not healthy, and now they're starting to get overwhelmed. But this is mainly coming from a deep-rooted fear or a deep-rooted feeling of not being like not feeling like they're enough. Okay, so your energy towards the masculine. Wow, so you guys are really in this energy of truth and clarity. We have the King of Swords with the Ace of Swords. I feel like you guys are a bit closed off towards the masculine, but you guys are coming through as very logical right now. Very analytical. Okay, so I feel like you're trying, so a lot of you Divine Feminines, maybe in the past you made a lot of heart over head decisions, and now you're making some head over heart decisions. So you're really trying to find the truth about the situation. You're really trying to think clearly. For a lot of you, I think maybe you're trying to keep your emotions out of it. Possibly in the past you made emotionally driven decisions and now you're trying to take a different route. Okay, let's go back to the Divine Masculine. So the Divine Masculine, how does the Divine Masculine currently see the Divine Feminine right now, Spirit? How is the Divine Masculine seeing the Divine Feminine? Wow, so we have a lot of swords energy for you, Divine Feminines. A lot of swords. Some of you guys could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You don't have to be. I really don't like throwing out signs, to be honest. But it could be. Okay, so with the Knight of Swords in reverse, they're seeing you as very non-communicative. You're not talking to them. Perhaps you've blocked them. You're closed off your energy towards them. That's how they're seeing you. How do you see your Divine Masculine? How do you see your Divine Masculine? Strength in reverse. So you're seeing them as someone who is not confident right now or has a lot of doubts. Why is Strength in reverse? Why are you guys seeing them as the strength? You might also see that they play mind games or that they allow their ego to get in the way. You see that, okay. This is the main story I'm getting. So how you see your Divine Masculine right now is you see that they are lacking confidence when it comes to making change, like big changes in their life. So maybe you're aware that the Divine Masculine has to make a big change or has to do something different, but you see them as someone who just doesn't have the courage to do it. They're lacking courage. To be quite honest, and this has come out before as well. I remember doing a reading where I was saying how the Divine Feminine was taking on more of a masculine energy. So sometimes what happens when the Divine Masculine doesn't step into the masculine energy, the Divine Feminine will kind of overcompensate for that, the lack of masculine energy, and kind of step into a masculine energy. Because we have the Divine Feminine as the King of Swords. So for some of you, you might see your Divine Masculine not stepping up to the plate. So a lot of you guys in your own life are kind of having to be your own masculine, if that makes sense. There's definitely an imbalance here. Okay, and with the Tower in reverse, you're seeing them as someone who's lacking the confidence to be able to make some changes in their life, or maybe in relation to the connection. Okay, and that would probably be accurate because I do think they are dealing with feelings of inadequacy, feelings of not being good enough, all of that. The Nine of Cups in reverse. I really do get annoyed seeing that card because I see it so often, but that is what that card represents. Okay. So let's take a look and see. Divine Masculine. How is the Divine Masculine feeling about the Divine Feminine, Spirit? How is the Divine Masculine currently feeling about the Divine Feminine current energy? I was just saying annoyed too. I get annoyed with that card, then we have irritated. Maybe that's why that word came out. Okay, and how the Feminine is feeling about the Masculine. Okay. So you guys are curious, they're irritated. So let's take a look and see. So why is the Divine Masculine irritated with the Feminine? Why is the Divine Masculine currently irritated with the Feminine? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. So it's not really about you. I mean, kind of, but not really. So they're irritated because they can't stop thinking about you. They want to stop thinking about you, but they can't. It's like you're constantly on their mind. You're always on their freaking mind. They don't want to be thinking about you, but they do think about you. So they're just irritated. So that's kind of their energy. I feel like it's not really about, it is about you, but it's not, if you guys know what I mean, right? And that's what I was saying. I feel like they're trying to distract themselves. The Nine of Cups in reverse, they're trying to do anything to avoid thinking about you or feeling their emotions in relation to this connection. They're trying to avoid it, but it's like they can't avoid it. So the feminine is feeling curious, okay? Wow, we have the Tower in reverse again. So I think you guys are just, and this is again, it makes sense why you guys are curious, because like I said, you're coming through as the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords. This is like, you're looking for some truth. You're looking for some clarity. So I feel like you guys are really just interested in figuring out the mind of the masculine, or like, why are they doing what they're doing, or why aren't they doing what they should be doing? Because the Tower in reverse is someone who, like I said, is afraid of change. I feel like you guys are really just kind of interested as to why they're taking the actions that they're taking, or why they have this fear of change, or why they're maybe struggling to let go of something or take a leap of faith. You know, whatever this, well, let's look and see, what is this Tower reverse specifically? What is this Tower reverse? I just feel like you guys are genuinely curious as to how the Divine Masculine thinks. I think a lot of you are kind of confused as to their actions and why they do what they do, especially if you approach things differently, right? So you might wonder, like, why would they do that? Or why did they do that? Why is the Tower here, Spirit? The Healer of the Ages. So a lot of you are kind of wondering, like, why are you taking so long to heal yourself? Why are you taking so long to take action as well? Yeah. Yeah, so okay, so Divine Feminines, again, this goes back to the fact that feminines and masculines approach things differently. We all have feminine and masculine energy within ourselves. We have to understand that there's a huge difference in how masculine and feminine energies approach love and even approach life, okay? And I do feel like you're probably a feminine who maybe has lacked a masculine figure in your life, or has lacked that masculine energy in your life, so you've had to take on the role of the masculine, but that's probably taking you out of your feminine energy. So because of that, you probably actually repel masculines because you're in the masculine energy. Does that make sense? I hope that wasn't confusing. But, you know, in order to have attraction and a connection, there needs to be an alpha and a beta, essentially. But if you have like two alphas, which could be two masculine energies, it doesn't work. You butt heads. There's no attraction there. So I feel like feminines, just be aware of the fact that you might be trying to take on the role of both, and you need to step back or receive a little bit. Now, I know that's difficult if your masculine is not providing anything for you to receive. However, if they're not providing anything, you don't have to step up into the masculine, okay? So just keep that in mind. Now, that doesn't mean in your own life you don't take charge. I'm just talking about when it comes to love. But yeah, so a lot of you are just wondering, why are they taking so long to heal? Why aren't they taking action? We did have the action card in reverse. So I feel like you guys are just more so interested as like, what's going on? What's going on with you? Why are you taking so long? And they're just irritated because they can't get you off their mind. Okay, so in the near future, where is this heading? Near future, where is this connection heading, Spirit? Okay, well, we do have the Eight of Swords. It's in reverse, so that's not bad. Why is the Eight of Swords in reverse? Where is this heading? You have the Page of Swords in reverse. Okay, so I still feel like there's some self-limiting beliefs coming through here. You know, Eight of Swords reverse is you're coming out of it, so you're trying to release yourself from it, but it's still telling me that there's a lot of self-limiting beliefs that need to be dealt with. I just see that over the next few weeks, someone is feeling kind of powerless and needing to release themselves, and the only thing that I'm seeing between the two of you is stalking, watching each other. You know, maybe you guys are both getting readings on each other. You're both kind of inquiring about each other, especially you, I feel. There might be some movement within the next few weeks, it's telling me, okay? Yeah, there could be a peaceful resolution within the next few weeks. I just looked up and it was 1441, which is mirroring energies. So yeah, within the next few weeks, I do think you might be on the same page a little bit more. Okay, so it might take a few weeks, but in the near future, I just see here you guys are releasing yourself from self-limiting beliefs. There will be a lot of stalking. I don't know if this is you or them or both of you guys, but I see a lot of heavy stalking. I do think it could be both of you guys, checking up on each other, watching each other. But there could be some blockages in communication. Keep that in mind. But something will be happening within the next few weeks. What is this? What is this energy here within the next few weeks? We have the Justice card in reverse. Some sort of injustice might be resolved. Yeah, okay, because I did see the peaceful resolution at the bottom of the deck. Keep in mind, if you felt like you were treated unfairly, or if something in this connection was unfair and it caused an emotional disturbance within you with the Queen of Cups in reverse, I think there will be a resolution to this, whether that's something you find on your own or something that your Divine Masculine provides for you. I feel like you will start to feel this justice, or maybe there will be some karma at play here. Okay, but that's what I have for you guys. So this is current energy, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Keep in mind this is general. This may or may not be where you're at on your journey right now, but this is the energy that I'm pulling. If it did resonate, definitely leave a comment down below. I love to see what's resonating with you guys. It's really helpful for me as well. Just as a reader, it's super awesome to have that feedback, especially if you guys book a personal reading. Like I said, sometimes I can't get back to emails. If you're really looking for a response, the shorter the email, the better. If you can get like your information into like a couple sentences or like a short paragraph, that's better, just because I do have so many emails on a daily basis. But I really appreciate the feedback as a reader, and I can assure you that every reader does. But yeah, so if you guys want to book something personal, my information is down below in the description box, as well as access to that Twin Flame course, which is $10 off, and the Self-Love course. Okay, but I'm sending you absolute love and light, and I wish you all the best on your journeys. Take care.